the wooden bracket seats rocking with the motion of the little boat. Her leather jacket was buttoned up tight and her nylon weave rucksack hung heavily against her back. She tried to clear her head and prepare herself. She breathed deeply, smelled the salt in her nostrils and stared straight ahead. The men in the shiny black oil slickers didn't speak. The significance of embarking at Dunkirk had not escaped her. Her kid brother Leo had read Commando comics as a child. She knew all about Dunkirk, and now she was in a small boat, heading home, despite terrible misfortune, ready to make a stand against an apparently invincible enemy that believed it had already won. There was so much to do, such vast odds to face. The doctor had trusted her, but she wondered if she was worth the trust. In her mind, she saw his kind, brown eyes, unchanged despite the age that had withered and creased his face. There had been perfect belief in them, a belief in her. A year had passed since then. It had been hard, and parts of it made her memory ache. She had endured every second of those 12 months. She had persevered. She had walked the earth and witnessed things she would never forget. The islands of Japan on fire, New York in ruins, the poisoned Caspian, the frozen Nile, shipyard number 1 that had once been Russia. She had been through it all, and yet she had no way of knowing if her struggle had been anything like enough. The year hung on her like a dead weight, and she dearly wished she could cast it off, erase it, dismiss it, wipe it out and start again. If only it could be a year that never was. That wish could never be granted. The past year was real, and it was unchangeable. Most of her choices had been made for her, but now it was up to her to finish it. It was up to her to save the world. But how do you save a world that's already lost? 2 minutes, whispered one of the men. She stiffened. The engine chugged. I don't see anything, the other man hissed. There's nothing there. Wait, she said. They'll come. They have to come. The boat rocked under the blanket of darkness. The engine gurgled, idling. If they don't show, said the first man, we'll have to turn back. You understand that? We can't stay out here, not even for you. She nodded. It won't come to that, Mathieu, she replied. You trusted me once. Trust me again. He nodded, but even in the dark, she could tell his expression